Life is full of challenges, and sometimes things can feel like too much to handle. Ever wonder how to stay calm and in control despite everything? Imagine if you could face any situation with steady confidence and peace. Today, I'm sharing 7 simple Buddhist steps that can help you feel strong and clear every day. These aren't just ideas, they're steps you can start using right now to find real peace and confidence. Stick with me to the end, and you'll have the tools to handle life's challenges like never before. You won't want to miss this. 1. Make yourself a priority. Buddhism teaches us that in order to help others and face life's challenges, we must first take care of ourselves. Imagine you're a cup. If it's empty, you can't pour into others or reach your goals. This isn't about being selfish, it's about self-care and making sure you're strong enough to give. Look at areas in your life where you may be neglecting yourself, whether it's your health, mental well-being, or personal interests. Make time for things that recharge you, like meditation, exercise, journaling, or simply relaxing. When you put yourself first, you'll have the energy and focus to face challenges and go after your dreams. Taking care of yourself is also about nurturing your inner peace. Try practices like mindfulness or self-reflection to grow spiritually. A balanced life means you're improving both inside and out. Protect your personal time. No one can give their best when they're running on empty. Saying no to things that don't help you is important. When you take care of yourself, you'll show up stronger for others, be more productive, and live a thriving, fulfilling life. 2. Enhance your appearance for confidence. In Buddhism, the way you present yourself to the world reflects your inner peace and state of mind. Improving your appearance isn't about obsessing over looks, but showing respect for yourself and building confidence. When you feel good about how you look, it affects how you carry yourself and how others see you. Simple things like dressing neatly, grooming yourself, and wearing clothes that make you feel confident can make a big difference. By putting in the effort to look your best, you're telling yourself and the world that you value who you are. This boost in confidence helps you face life's challenges with a positive, empowered mindset. Take the time to find a style that makes you feel comfortable and true to yourself. Wear what makes you feel the way you want to, whether it's powerful, calm, or balanced. A polished look can create opportunities because confidence is contagious. When you feel good about yourself, it lifts the mood of everyone around you. It's also important to keep your physical space clean and organized, as the Buddhist values of simplicity and order apply to both your appearance and your surroundings. Remember, your outer appearance mirrors your inner well-being, so don't underestimate the positive impact of showing up at your best. 3. The power of a smile. A smile might seem small, but in Buddhism, it's a powerful way to spread positivity and peace. When you smile, it lifts your spirits and connects you with others instantly. It's like a silent message of kindness and warmth. Even in tough times, smiling can change the energy around you, making things feel lighter. It helps ease tension, build better relationships, and invites more joy into your life. By smiling more often, you'll notice how it brightens your daily interactions. Smiling releases feel-good chemicals in your brain, like dopamine and endorphins, instantly boosting your mood. Plus, when you smile at someone, it often makes them smile too. It's a ripple effect that lifts everyone up. Even if you're not feeling your best, a simple smile can trick your brain into feeling happier. In Buddhism, a smile reflects inner peace, kindness, and contentment, qualities that we can all share with others each day. 4. Stay calm in the middle of chaos. Life is full of surprises, and chaos is something we all face at some point, whether it's a tough day at work, a family argument, or an unexpected change in life. But one of the key lessons from Buddhism is to keep your inner peace, no matter what's going on around you. This doesn't mean ignoring the chaos, but learning how to stay calm and focused. When you feel overwhelmed, try deep breathing or mindfulness. Take a moment to ground yourself and remember, the storm will pass. How you react to it is in your hands. Staying calm helps you think more clearly, make better decisions, and keep your emotions in check. When life feels stressful, mindfulness gives you a pause, creating space between your emotions and your actions. Meditation or even simple breathing exercises can help slow down the rush of stress, bringing you back to balance. It's also important to remember that tough moments don't last forever. Keeping this in mind can ease anxiety or fear when everything feels out of control. You can also view these chaotic moments as chances to grow. Each challenge is an opportunity to build resilience. By staying calm, you not only strengthen yourself, but also set an example for others, showing that peace is possible even in the toughest situations. 5. Stand firm in your values. Buddhism teaches us the power of living in harmony with our core values. Our values are the principles that guide us, influencing every choice we make. But sticking to these values isn't always easy, especially when outside pressures or temptations try to pull us away. To truly grow in life, we must stay true to what we believe, even when it's tough. Take a moment to reflect on what matters most to you: honesty, kindness, respect, or compassion, and let these values guide your actions. When you stand firm in your beliefs, you create a life built on integrity. This integrity brings peace, confidence, and the respect of others. Knowing your values deeply is key because they act as your compass during difficult times. When you're clear on what you stand for, it's easier to say no to things or people that don't match your principles. Integrity means living your truth consistently, and this builds trust in your relationships, at work, and within yourself. Every time you make a choice based on your values, you strengthen your sense of self-worth. Even when it's tough or unpopular, staying true to your values brings inner peace that outweighs any temporary discomfort. Over time, living by your values leads to greater fulfillment and lasting success. 6. Cultivate your sense of humor and sharpness. Humor and sharpness are often overlooked as powerful tools for personal growth, but they're more important than we realize. Buddhism teaches us to approach life with a light heart and to laugh at ourselves from time to time. By nurturing your sense of humor, you can reduce stress, build stronger connections with others, and stay grounded during tough moments. Whether it's laughing off a mistake or finding humor in a frustrating situation, humor helps keep your spirit high and your perspective clear. Life will always have its challenges, but with a light heart, the journey becomes more enjoyable. A good laugh, especially in difficult times, helps break the cycle of stress and negative thinking. It can even improve your relationships, as people are naturally drawn to those who can bring joy to the moment. Cultivating humor also teaches your mind to focus on the silver lining, making you more resilient. Buddhism reminds us that everything is temporary, and humor helps us remember not to cling to negative experiences. Embracing humor lets us face challenges with grace and joy, turning obstacles into moments of levity and growth. 7. Set boundaries to protect your peace. In Buddhism, one of the core teachings is to cultivate inner peace and maintain it as a foundation for living a balanced, harmonious life. Protecting your peace is crucial because it allows you to navigate life with clarity, strength, and emotional stability. Without inner peace, even the smallest disruptions can throw you off course, leading to stress, frustration, or burnout. One of the most effective ways to protect this peace is by setting boundaries. Boundaries are the invisible lines you draw around your time, energy, emotions, and personal space to ensure that external factors don't disrupt your well-being. Boundaries define what is acceptable in your relationships, interactions, and daily life, helping you filter out negativity, stress, and toxic influences. Often, we allow ourselves to be overwhelmed because we haven't clearly communicated or enforced our boundaries. This can happen at work, in friendships, or even in family dynamics. You might feel obligated to say yes to everything, overcommit to tasks, or continue to engage with people who drain your energy. The truth is, without boundaries, you leave yourself open to being pulled in multiple directions, which leads to physical exhaustion and emotional distress. Take a moment to reflect on areas in your life where your peace is being disrupted. It might be a demanding job that consumes all your time and leaves little room for rest or self-care. Maybe it's a relationship that feels one-sided, where you are always giving and rarely receiving. Or perhaps you find yourself agreeing to social events or responsibilities you don't want to take on, just to avoid disappointing others. These are all signs that your boundaries may be weak or non-existent. It's essential to recognize that setting boundaries is not about being selfish. It's about self-preservation and ensuring that your emotional well-being remains intact. Learning to say no when necessary is one of the most empowering acts of self-respect you can cultivate. Saying no doesn't mean you're rejecting people or opportunities. It means you are prioritizing your well-being. Saying no to things that drain you gives you the space to say yes to things that truly matter, activities, relationships, and experiences that nourish your soul. Additionally, setting boundaries allows you to distance yourself from negativity, whether it's a toxic work environment, unhealthy relationships, or even your own tendency to overcommit. Boundaries help you create a protective bubble where your mental and emotional health can thrive. Boundaries are not just about protecting yourself from external influences. They also teach others how to treat you. By setting and enforcing your boundaries, you communicate to others that your time and energy are valuable. You set the standard for what behavior is acceptable in your relationships. For example, if you're always available to solve everyone else's problems, you may feel drained and unappreciated. However, when you set limits, such as not answering work emails after hours or declining invitations that don't align with your priorities, you teach others that your peace is a priority. This shift helps reduce feelings of burnout and strengthens your relationships because it fosters mutual respect and understanding. Setting boundaries also applies to your personal limits. Sometimes the pressure doesn't come from others but from within. You might push yourself too hard, take on too many responsibilities, or neglect self-care because you feel like you always need to be productive. Overworking, constantly saying yes to every opportunity, or sacrificing rest for the sake of achievement can drain your energy and lead to exhaustion. By setting boundaries with yourself, you create healthy limits around work, rest, and personal time. This ensures that you maintain balance and don't burn out. For example, setting a boundary might mean allowing yourself to rest for an hour after work, turning off your phone during meals, or making time for meditation each day. Protecting your peace is non-negotiable. Boundaries are the tools you use to safeguard it. They allow you to create a life where your mental and emotional well-being come first. Once you start setting boundaries, you'll notice that you have more time, energy, and clarity to focus on what really matters, whether that's personal growth, nurturing meaningful relationships, or pursuing your goals. Without boundaries, your energy gets scattered, and you may find yourself drained and unfulfilled. Boundaries also enable you to live more mindfully. Buddhism teaches the importance of living in the present moment and being fully aware of your needs and limits. When you set boundaries, you become more attuned to your own needs and feelings. You begin to recognize when something is no longer serving you and have the confidence to make changes that support your inner peace. For example, you might notice that certain conversations or environments leave you feeling drained or stressed. By setting a boundary, such as limiting your time with certain people or stepping away from situations that feel toxic, you protect your energy and maintain your sense of calm. It's important to remember that setting boundaries is not a one-time act. It's a continuous process of evaluating what works for you and adjusting as necessary. Life circumstances change, and as you grow, your boundaries may need to evolve too. Be patient with yourself as you learn to enforce your boundaries and understand that it's okay if others don't immediately respect them. What matters most is that you remain firm in protecting your peace. When you set and maintain boundaries, you empower yourself to live a life of balance and fulfillment. You create space for positive energy, meaningful relationships, and personal growth. Boundaries don't just keep negativity out. They help you cultivate an environment where you can thrive emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. By guarding your peace, you ensure that you're better equipped to handle life's challenges, pursue your passions, and show up as your best self every day. Set clear parameters for your life. In Buddhism, living with intention is a key principle for achieving inner peace and fulfillment. Setting clear parameters for your life means creating boundaries not only in your relationships, but also in how you approach your personal goals, your time, and the energy you invest in various activities. These parameters serve as a roadmap that guides your decisions and actions, ensuring that everything you do is aligned with your core values and long-term aspirations. Without clear parameters, it's easy to drift through life, reacting to whatever comes your way instead of actively shaping your own path. To set parameters, you first need to reflect on what's truly important to you. What do you value most in life? Is it peace of mind, personal growth, meaningful relationships, or career success? Once you've identified your values, you can begin to create specific guidelines that support these priorities. This sense of direction brings inner peace, as you no longer feel scattered or pulled in different directions. You gain control over your time, energy, and resources, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. In this way, parameters act as a compass, guiding you toward a life of fulfillment and happiness. Leveling up isn't about becoming someone else, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. By applying these 7 Buddhist strategies, you'll not only elevate your life, but also discover a deeper sense of peace, purpose, and fulfillment. If you're ready to take this journey, hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more life-changing wisdom. Let's continue this journey together. For example, if people's peace of mind is a top value, then your parameters might include avoiding drama, maintaining a balanced work-life schedule, or practicing mindfulness daily. If personal growth is your goal, your parameters could involve committing to continuous learning or stepping outside your comfort zone regularly. One of the major benefits of setting parameters is that it helps you stay focused. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get distracted by countless opportunities, obligations, and external pressures. Without clear guidelines, you may find yourself saying yes to everything, from unnecessary social events to taking on too many projects at work. This leads to burnout, stress, and a life that feels scattered. Parameters help you filter out the noise. They give you the clarity to know when to say yes and when to say no, based on whether something aligns with your goals and values. This approach allows you to conserve your energy for the things that matter most. Setting parameters for your life brings a sense of direction and purpose. Rather than moving aimlessly from one task to the next, you start living with a sense of intentionality. Every decision you make is guided by your parameters, which serve as a framework for creating a life you love. For example, if one of your parameters is prioritizing family time, you'll be more intentional about spending quality time with loved ones rather than getting caught up in work distractions. If another parameter is health and wellness, you'll be more mindful about eating well, exercising, and getting enough rest, rather than sacrificing your health for other pursuits. Another aspect of setting parameters is learning to establish limits on your commitments. Overcommitting is one of the biggest obstacles to maintaining balance in life. While it's tempting to say yes to every opportunity, taking on too much can stretch you thin, leaving little time for self-care or meaningful activities. When you set clear parameters, you give yourself permission to prioritize your well-being over external demands. For instance, you might set a rule to avoid working on weekends or limit your social commitments to 1 or 2 meaningful activities per week. These simple boundaries protect your energy and ensure that you're not constantly overwhelmed by obligations. Parameters also help you make better long-term decisions. When you're clear about what you want in life, you can plan your actions accordingly. For example, if one of your long-term goals is financial independence, you can set parameters around how you spend and save money. You might decide to avoid unnecessary debt, live within your means, or invest in assets that align with your financial values. Similarly, if you're aiming for personal growth, you can set parameters around how you spend your time, choosing to engage in activities that challenge and inspire you, rather than wasting time on things that don't serve your development. Another important benefit of setting parameters is that it creates a sense of accountability. When you've clearly defined the rules by which you want to live, it becomes easier to hold yourself accountable for your actions. You know when you're living in alignment with your values and when you're straying off course. This self-awareness helps you make adjustments as needed so you can stay on track toward your goals. Parameters act as a personal guide, reminding you of what's important and helping you avoid distractions or detours that don't support your vision. Living within clear parameters also empowers you to communicate your needs and boundaries to others. When you're clear about your priorities, it's easier to explain them to the people in your life. For example, if your parameter is maintaining a work-life balance, you can communicate to your boss or colleagues that you won't be available for work-related tasks outside of certain hours. If your parameter is emotional well-being, you can set limits in your relationships, ensuring that you engage in healthy interactions that contribute to your happiness. Setting parameters for your life doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible. It's about having a guiding framework that helps you make intentional choices while allowing room for growth and adaptation. Life is dynamic, and your parameters may need to evolve as your circumstances and priorities change. The key is to regularly check in with yourself, reassess your goals, and make adjustments where necessary. This process ensures that you're always living in alignment with your highest values and creating the life you want. Setting clear parameters for your life gives you the freedom to live purposefully and meaningfully. Instead of being reactive to life's demands, you become proactive in shaping your path. You move through life with a sense of purpose, knowing that every choice you make is bringing you closer to your goals.